So if you've joined us every month, this will be a great refresher. If you're newer to the series, this will be a great way to decide, hey, do I want to go back and watch the full episode for free on challengerinc.com? We'll throw the link in the chat right now for those of you who don't know how to access the previous replays. But thank you for being with us today, and let's dive right in. So first and foremost, let's talk about the big, ugly competitor that caught many of us on our heels this year, which, as you can see here, is status quo, right? I think if we look back to January, February, many of us were in very different positions than we are now. The market has changed, the circumstances have changed, and kudos to everybody who's been joining us every month to learn new ideas and tactics for how to combat that. But what you see here is essentially what is happening in the minds of so many of our B2B buyers that we're seeking to engage right now, which is, as much as I look at your solution and say, gosh, that's better than what I'm doing now, there's two voices in my head as a buyer that are preventing me from moving forward. One is the rational voice where I'm saying, man, I really like this solution, but budgets are tight. How will it look if I walk into my CFO's office and ask for money after we've just made cuts or done layoffs or talked about cash flow restrictions? On top of that, any budget I do request requires quantifiable impact, which means I now have to take time out of my already busy schedule to build a business case, get consensus for it. That's all extra work, right? On the emotional side, we've got that risk aversion playing out, right? What if I buy something and my team actually preferred the old way of doing it? What if I buy it and it doesn't work the way it said it would? What if I buy it and it takes a lot longer for the team to get trained on how to use it? So ultimately what happens is our buyers are walking themselves back and saying, hey, I know what you have is better, but good is good enough.